Zoo, 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 zoo.
Good pal, dear friend all.
Please, just stop. What do you need, Torin?
That's our Gren. Straight to the point. You know, I think that's what makes him such a great...
Torin!
Sorry. It's Watchtower, Gren. They're coming for us. I have a plan, but I need some guidance from you first. I won't bore Gren by rehashing the details, but suffice it to say, our fleet strategy, it bought us time, but that time's running out. So, kinda drastic, but I think we need to take Watchtower out of the picture. The sooner, the better.
A lofty goal. And how exactly do you intend to achieve that?
Bear with me. We strike Watchtower right at the heart. Now, I know how that sounds, but with just a few details clarified, I think we can make it work. Well, hopefully you like the rest of the plan even more. Remember me telling you how Watchtower held me captive in a star station? Well, that place was big. Like, really big. I'm talking main base of operations big. I'd bet anything that's their headquarters. And I know where that station is. Well, where it was. So if Gren can confirm that I'm right, we take our fleet and we...
Wait, you were held captive? But yes, you are right. Although it won't work. You won't be able to find that station.
Huh? Why not? I escaped from there. I remember what planet it was orbiting.
You don't understand. If you're talking about where I think you are, it doesn't matter if you know where it is. You'd still never be able to find it. The station you speak of, I've never visited, but I have worked on components for its construction. It was called the Heimdall Project. Years ago, when I was still with Watchtower, I was ordered to fabricate a lot of hull plating. Plating that incorporated adaptive optical fiber technology. That sort of tech is primarily used for only one thing: visual cloaking. Allow me to explain. An object making use of adaptive optical fiber, if it were to remain stationary enough, would be virtually invisible. It would be cloaked, much like an old Earth chameleon, only better. The station you're looking for, Heimdall, was built to not be seen. Even if you know roughly where it is, you'd still never find it. The plating was composed of a layered composite, adaptive optical fibers interwoven with reactive polymers. It captures and redirects light along the surface, allowing an object to blend seamlessly with its surroundings. The result is most effective when motion is minimized. Rapid movement can cause distortions and imperfections in the illusion. I've seen similar use of this technique in some spacesuits. Smaller scale, but still just as useful. As I said, I never personally visited Heimdall Station, but I do recall other Watchtower operatives discussing it in passing. From what I could piece together, the station was intended to be a hub, a centralized command for a variety of operations. I also remember the occasional mention of deviant transfers. I don't know why, but I always found that particular phrasing unsettling.
Yeah, my plan sort of relies on actually being able to see the station, so I don't know what to do.
I might have agreed with you, if we weren't talking about Watchtower. They wouldn't have gone to the trouble of producing enough plating to cover an entire station if a simple scan would so easily give them away. That you were able to think of such an obvious weakness means they'll have thought of it too. They will have countermeasures in place.
Ugh, damn it. Well, it was still worth asking.
To cloak something as big as a station, that would require tremendous energy, more than any power core could ever generate.
Harper, what are you doing here?
This is my home, remember? You think I don't notice when you three knuckleheads sneak off to plot something?
We're not plotting, we're organizing. You make it sound so sinister.
Call it what you want, you got a problem. You want to get aboard this Heimdall station, you need a way to disable its cloak. No way Watchtower's powering this cloak using conventional means. If we just knew how, maybe we could disrupt it. We need info. Hey, Gren, you think Watchtower would keep records on that kind of thing?
You mean the cloak's power source? If the hardware was proprietary, then yes.
And would Watchtower be likely to keep these records on computer cores?
Indeed they would. Of course, you'd need to have known the information was there to even look for it.
Typical Watchtower. Can't make anything easy, can they?
So it seems. In this particular case, I'd say it would take at least 6. In truth, I won't know how many cores are needed until I try to extract the data we want. 6 should allow some trial and error, with 1 core to spare just in case. Just be glad I didn't ask you to bring me 10. There is perhaps another way to acquire the information you need. Another Watchtower safe house, similar to the facility from which you retrieved the control node. This one was also abandoned. Terrormorph outbreak. If you feel up to the challenge, the safe house contained a number of computer cores. We used them for the fabrication of blueprints. Should still be there. You can find the safe house on Kang 3. Take this old keycard. It'll grant you access to the facility. Just be ready for a fight.
In the meantime, I'm gonna stay here. I should really pick Gren's brain over a few more details. See you when you get back.
Have you found what you need?
Docking clamps released, Captain.
Oh, there will be running, no doubt about that. Once that self-destruct goes off, probably won't have long to get back to your ship, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay then, we're heading to Pyras 2, which you'll not be shocked to hear is in the Pyras system. That's where we'll find Heimdall Station.
Very well. I'll meet you there.
Good, Wait, what?
Much of Torrent's plan is based on conjecture. If something goes wrong, you'll need instruction. I'm uniquely qualified to provide this, so I'm going as well.
Well, thanks, Grin. Do you need a ship, or...?
No, I have a vessel of my own. It is fully outfitted and ready for combat.
Well, I'm not going with you. After all, someone needs to stay here and keep an eye on Stardock. But you might as well take this. That's my old pack. I had a few upgrades over the years. Maybe you'll find it useful. Good luck. I hope I get to see you all again.
On that note, let's get going. Pyras 2 awaits. I'll be hitching a ride with you again. Hope you don't mind.
Can't stay away, huh?
Seals released.
Let's scan the planet and find the power plant.
I'll remain in orbit with your fleet. I'll alert you if I see any Watchtower activity.
There. That must be the Cloak's power plant. Touchdown, and we'll make our way to it.
They've got troops on the ground. Shouldn't be surprised. We'll have to take them out. Guess the shadows swallowed him up.
I notice you've met some resistance down there. Hang on. I'm sending down a care package. Get ready for a sky drop.
All that tension and now nothing? Oh, that wasn't so tough. Considering how important this thing is, I would have expected more security. I should not have said that.
This is Gren. I'm detecting Watchtower skydrops inbound to your location.
Yeah, Gren, we know. Launching them from the station. It's probably right above us. All right, get ready. I have a feeling a real fight's about to begin. Oh, come on! That's just overkill.
I'd suggest using some skydrops of our own. Got anything in the fleet that'll do the job?
Scanning! Integrity at risk. Primary shields depleted. Prepare for neutral. Defensive systems failing.
Okay. Good job. That was... well, it was something. Hey, Gren. How are we looking up there? Any more incoming surprises?
I'm unsure. I only noticed the mech skydrops once they entered the atmosphere. If they did come from Heimdall Station, then... One second. Scanners show... another skydrop. It's big, and giving off some strange energy readings. Get ready, it'll be landing any second now.
Feel natural. I think we might be in trouble. The armillary! It's bringing back the dead! Resurrecting the troops we already killed! It's... only Starborn should be able to do something like this.
yourself. On your six.
It's no use calling down a skydrop. That device is giving off too much interference.
It's no good. It doesn't matter how many we kill. The armillary just keeps bringing them back. We need to put that thing out of commission. This won't end until the armillary's taken care of. We need to damage that armor. Whatever it's doing. I can handle this. Ah! The armillary! Focus your fire on the armillary! This won't end until the armillary's taken care of! We need to damage that armillary! Stop it doing whatever it's doing! Not so tough. Oh, great, I'm bleeding. This won't... This won't end until the armillary's taken care of! The armillary! Focus your fire on the armillary! The armillary! Focus your fire on the armillary! The armillary! Focus your fire on the armillary! This won't end until the armillary's taken care of! Don't get too close to it.
The interference is cleared. You can call down skydrops again.
They're sending down troops and skydrops. If this keeps up, we'll be overwhelmed. That did it! Brace yourself! I don't know about you, but I didn't expect that at all. That was Starborn tech. No question. Although it looked jury-rigged, like a bad knockoff. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Just taking a stab in the dark here, but that Watchtower armillary, do you think that could be the weapon they've been working on? You know, the super secret weapon that a fleet won't defend us from? That would stand to reason. Well, could be wrong, but whatever it was meant to be, I don't think Watchtower have perfected it yet. That was too easy, relatively speaking. Huh. Maybe they launched that skydrop out of sheer desperation. Could be a good sign. Shows they're scared. Maybe they'll make mistakes. Anyway, let's go shut down this power plant. After you.
I assume you just shut down the geothermal plant.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because Heimdall Station just appeared in front of me. The cloak's down, and I'm looking at one big station, with a lot of ships that are undocking and getting into formation. You'll want to make orbit, fast. I don't think we've got much time.
Okay, break time over. Let's get up there.
System failure.
Here we go!
I am unable. Repair not possible.
Defiance is amusing, but pointless.
You're seeing this too, right? This guy's using starboard powers on us. Or at least something close to him. Ugh. You're not so tough. Don't mess with me. Huh, too easy? Maybe. Guess the shadows swallowed them up. You can rely on me. No more hostiles.
Enemy.
All that tension and now nothing?
Catastrophic.
Glad we didn't have to go all out. Eyes open!
moment you crossed us.
Could use some help.
I control you.
Brace yourself. Think you can take me? That was almost fun. Providing cover. Glad we didn't have to go all out. 1 second here, the next. Show's over. Great, I'm bleeding. Damn! Ugh.
Massive.
Watchtower is destroyed. Bows to my will. Enemy engaged! Enemy engaged!
Oh. However Watchtower are mimicking our abilities, looks like they're getting better at it. That was almost like fighting a real, fully fledged Starborn. Okay. I think the mainframe is through that door. Almost there. Are we surprised that it's locked? There's gotta be some sort of key around here. Maybe Mr. Knockoff Starborn has some. Huh. Crazy idea, but why not try wearing that cyber amp and then opening the door? The security system must think you're Watchtower. Well, that's an embarrassing oversight. This looks like where we need to be. In we go. Would you look at that? It's like the one that came from the Skydrop, only shinier. Are Watchtower building these things? Studying them, maybe? Huh. Oh, that looks like the mainframe. Well, no self-destruct yet, but maybe if we try accessing it. Ah, now this looks like the ticket. No idea how long this will take, but I think I saw another interface around the other side. Might be worth seeing if you can access it. Might speed up the triggering of the self-destruct.
Another squad of Watchtower ships has jumped in. I'll ensure they don't cause too much trouble, but you should still hurt.
Implant detected. Operative A59C-2B. Identity confirmed. Warning, limited archive accessibility. Please provide query. Prohibited phrase detected. Please refrain from deviant terminology. Correct hardware reference ID. Deviant countermeasure 05. An artificial astral gate. Warning. Details regarding ongoing hardware development are classified. Addendum. Deviant countermeasure 05 now authorized for field test use. 64% chance of permanent deviant neutralization calculated. Further refinement advised. Heimdall Station currently houses Watchtower Detachment Delta 6, Deviant Capture and Containment Division. This station serves as a critical node to the Intersystem Threat Network. Be advised, any changes to station classification or operational purpose will be communicated through standard secure channels. Inquiry is recognized. I am the central archive of this station's Watchtower operations. Full Watchtower network status cannot be confirmed at this time. This is a precautionary measure. Be advised, all inquiries will be logged and flagged for review. Any inappropriate conduct may result in disciplinary action and/or termination. I am unable to provide that information. Please refrain from this line of inquiry. Failure to comply may result in immediate system lockdown. Checking security clearance. Clearance verified. Warden level operative access granted. Be advised, the records you have accessed are classified. Please state desired topic. Subject, deviance. Please specify query. When deviants are identified as too disruptive, containment becomes necessary to mitigate any potential threat. However, not all deviants are targeted. Some, though powerful, seem primarily concerned with internal conflict and goals outside of human interests. Watchtower does not intervene unless deviants pose a direct risk to humanity. Even then, if possible, we do not kill them. Doing so would not remove the threat, but merely transfer the problem to another universe, one under the jurisdiction of a different Watchtower. Our goal is containment, not eradication. Watchtower has determined that deviants, designated Starborn, derive abilities from structures known as temples. These sites appear to serve as focal points for their growth and transformation. The phenomenon referred to as unity is a process by which deviants ascend in power and transition between universes. Once achieved, unity allows a deviant to seemingly persist beyond conventional mortality. This ability is currently beyond our understanding. To date, no Watchtower operative has successfully interfaced with a temple or acquired deviant abilities. Artificial methods are instead pursued. Watchtower is aware of sites designated as temples and ruins that are scattered throughout the settled systems. However, their apparent transcendent nature makes them difficult to locate or study. Current data suggests only deviants, or deviant-adjacent individuals, can meaningfully interact with these locations. Despite this limitation, Watchtower has made recent progress in the infiltration of temple and ruin sites. Controlled entry into certain locations has become possible, though success remains limited. Research is ongoing. Please state desired topic. Subject, current persons of interest. Please specify query. Deviant designation DS-1599-A. Codename Bastion. First flagged following direct contact with an astrogate fragment, colloquially referred to as an artifact. Passive monitoring was maintained. However, predictive models suggested high probability of Bastion developing into an S-category deviant. Early containment was advised, attempted, and failed. Bastion demonstrated extreme resilience, rapid growth, and established ties to other deviants, as well as initiating multiple high-risk incidents which required extensive information suppression. Efforts to minimize collateral exposure have been substantial. Current assessment, DS-1599-A, has exceeded all projections. Deviation pattern suggests further escalation is expected. Immediate retrieval remains high priority. Deviant designation DA-1596-B, codename Albatross. First cataloged following conflict with criminal elements. Initial assessment ranked deviant as low risk. Threat reassessment made after multiple incidents, included but not limited to disruption to human affairs, altering of region power dynamics, compromising of Watchtower operations. Further escalation noted. Albatross actively assisting deviant DS-1599-A, codename Bastion. This association has increased priority for retrieval and containment. Please state desired topic. Return to main archive. Logging you out.
Aha! Now this looks pretty sensitive. Alright, I think we found what we need. As soon as I try to access this particular data archive, I think it should be enough to trigger the self-destruct. Not really sure. But if my guess is right, I think it's records of Watchtower agents that are embedded into various organizations. Someone could do a lot of damage if they could access those kind of records, which is why I think trying to open them will activate the self-destruct. First off, take this. Thanks to Gren and his hacking algorithm, I was actually able to swipe some data from the mainframe. Nothing too fancy, mind you, but nevertheless, I think you might find it useful. Now, as soon as I access this archive, I'm 99% sure the self-destruct will begin. Once that happens, you need to get back to your ship as fast as you can, okay? No dawdling. I'll be staying here. I mean exactly what I said. I won't be moving from this spot. Just think about it. If we both leave, what reason would Watchtower have to continue the self-destruct? They'd just disarm it. So, one of us needs to say, and that someone is me. I owe this to you. A version of you died to save me, and now it's time that I pay that debt back. It's alright. I'll be fine. I'm fairly sure Starborn don't actually die, so I'll just move on to another universe. Am I 100% sure? No. But I am sure enough to try doing this. judging from my own past experience, when a Starborn dies, they jump into another version of themselves, or maybe they just move into a universe where they didn't die. I don't really understand the process, but I don't think this will kill me. Well, I mean, it will, but just... Look, I'll be fine, okay? Let's just leave it at that. Oh, come on now. Don't make me start second-guessing myself. Look, this is something I need to do. Maybe that's selfish of me, but I need to do it, okay? Otherwise, what's the point of any of it? You're welcome. And please, don't feel bad about this. It's my decision. And hey, if you happen to pass through the Unity, jump to another universe, and meet another me, that Tauren won't know anything. It'll be like we've met for the first time. Well, second time for him. You know what I mean. Anyway, do me a favor. Play along, alright? Pretend it really is the first time. Trust me, it's just easier that way, for all concerned. Assuming Watchtower is still a problem, if you reveal we've done all this before to a Tauren who wasn't a part of that, it'll change things. It'll increase the chance of divergence, of things playing out differently than they did this time. And with that comes unforeseen risks. I think it's best we just play it safe. We know this way works. No reason to mess with success, even if that success is moderate at times. I do. It's best for me, and it's best for you. Trust me, I've tried breaking that rule before, and let's just say it didn't go well. Anyway, here, you might as well have this. Something to remember me by. It's not as if I can take it with me. I'm glad our paths crossed. Maybe we'll see each other again. Somewhere, some way, somehow. Okay. It's time for you to get going. Best of luck with everything. Alright. Self-destruct time. Fingers crossed.
Warning, critical security breach. Overload countdown commencing.
We did it. Off you go. Get to your ship. Take that route over there. I'll be fine.
I'm detecting multiple charges detonating across Heimdall Station, as well as several reactors going critical. Clearly, you succeeded in triggering the self-destruct. You better hurry back to your ship.
Station structural integrity critical.
I've got bad news. The station just lost its docking port. Your ship's adrift.
All personnel, evacuate immediately.
You'll need another way off the station. Try to find a skydrop bay. If you're lucky, there might be skydrops for deploying troops. You can use one as an escape pod. It's your only chance. Go!
All personnel, evacuate immediately. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
glad to see you safe and well. But where is Torin? I understand. Heimdall Station has been utterly destroyed. Any remaining Watchtower forces have retreated. I believe it's safe to say that you have won. If that's the terminology you prefer, then yes. After such a devastating loss, a tactical retreat was the most prudent response. You are welcome. I'm pleased I was able to assist. I managed to secure your ship and tow it to safety. Please, board my vessel, and I will see you back to yours. Docking sequence complete. You may now return to your vessel. If you could, please return to Stardock at your earliest convenience. There are topics we must discuss. State your needs. Ah, there you are. I wanted to congratulate you. I don't think Watchtower has ever been dealt such a crippling blow. It'll take them a long time to recover from this. I believe it is a safe assumption that you no longer have to worry about Watchtower attempting to capture you. It's just a shame that Torin had to die in order to achieve this. Not that I blame you, but he was a good person and a good friend. I shall miss him. Those members who know what has happened will focus on rebuilding, but this will take time. Those who don't know will continue on as normal. It is not uncommon for Watchtower cells to operate in the dark. Years may pass before some even begin to suspect something went awry. For the most part, yes. Watchtower is not gone, but it is weakened. For the time being, they will have more important things to attend to. It was my pleasure to assist. From now on, I suspect you'll see a lot less Watchtower activity, but do not think that they are gone completely. There will still be operatives out there. Maintain vigilance, and I'm sure you will be fine. Before you take your leave, I wanted to ask, did Torin try to extract any information from the Watchtower mainframe? I thought he might. Allow me just a moment and I'll see what he was able to extract. Intriguing. There are new designs for skydrops on here. They seem to be based around some kind of deviant technology. We may be able to fabricate these skydrops, but I will require more data for this. If you could bring me enough computer cores, I will see what I can do. I will take no more of your time. I'm glad you survived your encounter with Watchtower. Until we speak again.